Hey, what's up, Houston? Welcome to Who Do You Know, the show that brings you the who's who of Houston. Today, I have two moms, mother of two and mama of dos, so to say. Some titles to throw out for these two lovely ladies, oil and gas professionals, storytellers, influencers, brand ambassadors, speakers, moms, and of course, founders of their own brands and companies / resource outlets for moms here in Houston. So I want to welcome Connie and Amanda. Welcome, ladies.
Thank you.
How are you guys doing today?
Good, great.
Thanks for being on the show.
Thanks for having us. For real.
So I guess, Amanda, you're next to me. We'll start with you. Tell us about West University Moms. That's who you are facilitating of. Tell us how that all started out.
So West University Moms is a resource website for moms in Houston. They don't have to live in West University, that's just the name, but it is kind of like this area. We don't go too far out into the suburbs, but it's really a place where moms can come and find information from local businesses, anything that they would want for themselves or their kids. We have an activity calendar, we have a blog. I do a weekly Meet a Mom interview where I get to interview a mom in the community. And then we have a really strong social media following. And it's been about 2 years now, almost, since I launched, It's
pretty big. That's how I initially came across who you were, was through that outlet. And so here we are now. Connie, Mama of Dos is your Instagram handle. It's got a huge following of moms, and then you also created a different outlet. Tell us about that one.
Right, so I am Mama of Dos, and that was originally a mom resource kind of group or page for me. And then I created Houston Latina Bloggers, which is more a collective of not just mom bloggers, but all types of bloggers and content creators here in Houston. When it first started back in 2014, it was specifically for Latina bloggers. Now there's over 300 people in the group, and it's not just bloggers. We have all types of content creators, small business owners, and then it's no longer just Latinas. We've welcomed, we've welcomed all types of other people into the group. And then last year we added our first male blogger. So so it's expanding and it's grown.
Man, so I can't be the first.
No, you're not. You would be like the second.
I would need to have a blog first, I guess.
So like I said, I started as just a mom page for my personal brand, Mama of Dos, and then we created HLB, and that has grown into something a lot bigger.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So Amanda, let's go back to you. How did that all fall into your lap? Because you weren't doing this, you said 2 years ago.
No.
So how did this all come about in terms of how you started it?
So I was just a mom of two.
First of all, time out. There's never this situation where it's just a mom.
I know. That's true. Yeah.
As being a new dad now and seeing how moms.
Happy Father's Day.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It's just not just a mom.
Crazy. Thank you. Yeah. Well, I was wanting to do more, just kind of feeling like I wanted to use my, my history, my talents, and my brain. And this opportunity fell in my lap. So we have a parent company called the Local Moms Network. And back then it was just a couple sites in Connecticut. It was started by a friend of mine with Greenwich Moms. Okay. And she reached out to me and asked if I wanted to start up Houston. And Houston's so big, and for example, someone who lives in the Heights isn't going to want to do an art class in or something like that, or in Sugar. It's just there's so much in
massive,
each pocket, So it's hyper local, and I was already doing the research anyway since I just moved here. And I fell in love with Houston. So it was perfect. I know, I love Houston. It was just a perfect fit.
Awesome. Connie, so you were doing yours, and then I guess at what point did you decide to do Houston Latina Bloggers and branch out and do that?
So I've been blogging my personal brand, my personal blog for 10 years.
Oh, wow.
In 2008 I started, and in 2014 we were at a local blogger conference, and we were sitting at a table, and it was 6 Hispanic women and Latinas. And we looked around and we were the only ones in the room. And we couldn't believe it because it's Houston. We're so diverse.
Yeah.
We're the only brown people in the room. We're like, no, this cannot be it. So we started looking up the site, right? We're like, there has to be a group. So we're like Googling Houston Latina bloggers, and there's nothing. So we're like, okay, we're doing this like right now. So we created a Facebook group. We got a website. We just, grabbed all the handles, whatever we could at the time. And that was the moment where we're like, we're going to do this. We're going to create this group. And originally it was just to find other Latina bloggers in Houston, right? We were just looking to find each other and connect. We weren't thinking it was going to turn into a resource group or what it is now, because now we work with different brands, we create workshops, we create shopping markets. You know, we have all these different events that we create, and brands that we work with. We connect the bloggers within the group or the content creators to brands so that they can run campaigns or, you know, get more work for their personal blogs.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So it was in 2014, and we just it was kind of an eye opener for us where there wasn't something already created.
You wouldn't expect that in the most diverse city in America.
Yeah, we weren't expecting that. And so, we filled that gap at that moment.
Well, kudos. That's great that you guys took that on and got it to the point where it is now.
Right, where it is now.
How many members?
Now we're at like 383, and I just looked at the
That's amazing.
group, and we have like 15 pending. Because you have to fill out a little questionnaire to get in the group, and then you get accepted. So
should do it.
It's growing. Yeah.
I'm signing up right now.
No, yeah, you should.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
Okay, so this is going to go to both of y'all. Amanda, first you. What are some of the earlier trials and obstacles that you were facing when you were getting this off the ground and getting the ball rolling? And Connie, I'll throw that to you as soon as Amanda's done.
With the website?
Yeah, with West University Moms and the website and the whole community.
I guess the thing that, like, for me, it was just maybe like a mental thing was like, I'm not from Houston. So I was worried, well, are they going to, you know, are people going to, is that going to come up? Like, well, you know, she's not from Houston. What does she know? Or something like that. But it was really like my love for Houston, which made me so excited. I mean, I always tell everyone, you know, back home, I'm from California. They're like, oh, you could ever move back to California? It's like, nope. I mean, it's the joke's on you. So that was just one thing. And, you know, I was already doing the lists and the resources anyway. So it's funny too, I didn't have an Instagram account. So I had to learn, and I was against it.
How did you live?
I know. Well, I was like, oh no, it's so phony.
How did people know what you were eating?
What? Yeah, exactly, right. So
how many times you work out?
Yeah. I had to learn Instagram, and of course now I'm like obsessed. I'm like, how could I live without it?
You were teaching me some things about it the other day about the sticker ticks or whatever.
Right, the analytics.
The analytics. So yeah, thank you for that. Well, Connie, what about you? How was it hard for you in the beginning?
Our challenges, I think, at the beginning were not knowing what it was going to become. Right, we didn't know what we were going to do with the group. We were just a group where we're just going to get together every once in a while and have coffee kind of thing. We didn't realize it was going to grow into something else. So I think that was one of the biggest challenges, was having goals and a purpose, like a real purpose for the group. I think it's kind of evolved as the years have gone by, and we've figured out what works for the group and what the group needs, you know, as far as resources and content. And I think that was the biggest challenge. And then, of course, like, when it first started, it was all women, you know, trying to keep everybody on track and on the same page, and making sure that it's about sisterhood and, you know.
Wow.
Well, no, it's just like a lot of that, because there's so many members. That's a lot.
There's so many members, and trying to think of it as more of a collective and collaboration versus competition. Like, that's always been our main goal, is to stay on task as far as knowing that we're not here to compete against each other.
The collective,
Yeah, I mean, there's 10 other blogger moms who blog in the group, but we all write about different things. You know, our perspective is very different. So yeah, just keeping that on task, you know, knowing our purpose, and then reminding everybody why we created the group and why we're a part of it.
I just want to say, and that's what I found, like, with Houston, like, you know, there's just so much here that there's enough for everyone.
Yeah,
there's
definitely.
not, you know, I'm sure there's other mom resource websites, but there's enough for all of us.
Right.
I mean, it's the third biggest city in America.
Yeah.
So I mean, there's no reason for everybody to be so competitive, and you know, working together is a lot better to get the goal accomplished.
Yeah,
you know?
Right.
Okay. Personally, for me, I have to ask both of you ladies this question, because you know, look at the communities that are out there for the moms and for Latina female bloggers and stuff. Why is there a lack of male groups and men organizations for like resource outlets? Like, why isn't there a Dads of Houston or Dad or Guy bloggers? Yeah, something like that. Is it just guys just don't really do it? Because I don't really know. I don't really see you know, male bloggers.
Right.
If there are, I don't know who they are.
No, definitely there are.
And then I don't see the dad groups. I kind of recently joined a Facebook group for dads, but it's international. Like, it's the whole, you know, the whole world basically.
Right.
But yeah, why is that lacking here in Houston? Do you guys think?
Do you? I mean,
I don't know. I don't know if it's just like a lack of like initiative, you know, like just nobody has done it.
Yeah.
Because if it were to happen, so Jose, who's part of HLB, I've been telling him for weeks now, I'm like, you need to create Houston Latino bloggers and get the guys.
Right.
There are a good group of Latino male bloggers here in Houston. I'm like, just start collecting them and putting them in this group. And he's still thinking about it, right? So I think it's just, I don't know. Is it more because women are just like that? You know,
we're
more
supportive, or we want to. And I notice when I tell people, you know, West University moms, sometimes men or guys will joke like, well, maybe I should start up, you know, there's something dad. So I don't know, maybe they're not taking it seriously or something like that, where they don't.
Well,
there is a dad summit that's like dad vloggers, and it's pretty big. It's not.
Yeah, they're missing out though, because like,
I see what y'all are doing. I see it as such a great resource to reach out for anything. Like, what's going on in town, or I need advice, or what's the best deals, like anything really. And you guys both have that outlet. And I feel like maybe it is going on and I'm just not aware of it, and it's not on
I don't know. I haven't seen
radar,
much of it.
But I think there should be, right?
Right,
you know?
definitely
and so, you know, maybe somebody's watching this, guys,
they'll take the initiative.
I'd happily be a part of it.
Opportunity.
Okay, so from a transplant to somebody who's from here, I gotta ask you guys both, Houston, you guys both have expressed a love for it, but I gotta ask what you think is the best part of Houston, in your eyes, and in your heart.
One thing, or
the top thing. How about that?
So the top is just how friendly everyone is. I don't know if it's the Southern hospitality. It's just, you know, being able to chit chat with the person behind me in the grocery store or in an elevator, and making really deep friendships and connections. I haven't found that living in other states.
I agree with that. I haven't lived in I live in Virginia, but I agree with you on that. Yeah. Connie?
So for me, I think it always goes back to like the culture, like the diversity. I love that it's so diverse. Like you can get anything, you know, any type of food, any type of anything. And for me, it just goes back to like my roots, right? I'm Mexican American, and just having that rooted diversity and knowing like this is where I'm from. It's just that pride of like you're from Texas and then you're from Houston. So for me, it's about culture and diversity, and just everybody has so much pride about being from Houston and Texas. So I love that.
I love that too. Yeah. Okay, you mentioned food, so I'm going to ask you.
Okay.
If an asteroid blows up Houston tomorrow night, what are we having for dinner? Where's the restaurant that you're going to?
Restaurant like specific. Probably like if it's Mexican food, there's a little like hole in the wall place on like Long Point. It's called El Hidalguense. It's like very authentic barbacoa Mexican food.
Oh
it's so good.
I'll be right back, guys.
Yeah. And then like last night we had mais. So like my second favorite is like Vietnamese food. I love it.
Yeah.
Amanda?
I love Helen's Greek food in Rice Village.
Good
and
call.
Also, Nights. I love everything. I don't know. There's so many amazing restaurants.
You couldn't ask me that.
Yeah,
like,
it's just
how much time do we have? Yeah.
Are we going to start the Whataburger?
Wait a minute, hold on.
Yeah.
Speaking of Whataburger, did you guys hear about the acquisition? So a Chicago firm recently acquired a majority stake in Whataburger, and I'm like devastated because I hope it doesn't tarnish the consistency and the quality. And I mean, I just feel weird that a Chicago company owns Whataburger now.
Yeah.
Majority stake, I should say, but it's just a weird feeling. I feel like Texas should be the owner.
We're going to sign that petition so JJ Watt can buy it back.
Right.
We need to get all y'all's community money. We'll do a GoFundMe. It'll all go to me. I'll buy Whataburger. Who better, right?
Yeah.
Well, ladies, it's been a pleasure and an honor having you guys both. How can we reach you guys? Like if somebody wants to get involved with University Moms and Houston Latino bloggers, give us how they can get involved.
The website is westuniversitymoms.com. And the Instagram is West University Moms, and the Facebook is West University Moms.
Love it.
Pretty easy.
Connie?
For me, it's Houston Latina bloggers across the board for everything, or Mama of Dos, which is my personal. And our website is hlbcommunity.org, and you can reach us there.
Awesome. Cool. Yeah. Well, ladies, thanks again. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Excited to see how much more it grows.
Yes,
you know,
for sure.
You guys are doing a great thing, so I appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right, guys. Thanks for joining us. See you next time.
Thank you.